Okay, so for some context, oftentimes when we're having conversations about veganism, people will always go back to this one question: what would vegans do if they were stranded on a desert island? And I think that this question deserves an answer. So I've spent a tremendous amount of time and effort recently creating this free software game to answer that question. And a lot of this game emphasizes design and music and storytelling. So I think that a video would be the best way to convey that. So that's what I have. So this is the title screen and then a little bit of gameplay footage. Thank you. So it's a puzzle adventure game. The game doesn't feature any violence because the protagonist is a vegan, and that doesn't make any sense. So one of the challenges is, how do I make a fun game that doesn't feature any violence? And I was kind of looking back at like point and click adventure games and RPGs that featured a lot of puzzle elements. So that's what the gameplay is like. There's block pushing puzzles, there's NPCs who you have to solve their problems by finding items and giving items to them. And then on the bottom screen, the beach is covered with human trash, and you have to get the vacuum item and then suck the trash off the beach to make the seagulls happy. So there's two factions on this island. There's Evolve and Transcend. So like they all share the common goal of wanting to end predation. They want the animals to stop eating each other because like the animals have become more civilized. So Evolve is supposed to be like the animals are becoming more like humans, but Transcend is like, no, actually we've already gone, like we've reached that and we're trying to go beyond that. But even though they have like the same shared goal, they're still fighting with each other. So Rachel is trying to fix their problems. And so the answer to the question, what would a vegan on a desert island do? They would probably try to fix the entire world. So that's what Rachel does. So Evolve is led by David Greybeard here on the left, and it's mostly featuring prey animals, whereas Transcend is like a collective that is features prey and predator animals. It's more diverse. Rachel has this ID card. She starts out with the USA one, and then as the game progresses, she aligns with the different factions, and the NPCs will treat her differently depending on her faction. It was built in the Solarus game engine. It has a map editor. I highly recommend it. It's a great, vibrant community, very easy to get into if you're interested in game development. And there's a number of free resource packs being developed. This one is based on a tile set by DragonDePlatino. It's Creative Commons tile set. So the goal is to emphasize design, characters, and story, and to be an original game that where everything is completely free. Special thanks Well, first of all, music by CosmicGem. These illustrations are by theArtofSilent, and then the tile set is by DragonDePlatino. And then the engine is the Solarus engine. Special thanks to Daniel Molina, our contributor who's been putting a lot of energy and enthusiasm into the game lately. Mary Kate for coming up with the original idea, and to the Solarus community for all of their help. Thank you.